That is right. That's one of the things we're going to talk about today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I'm here live on Hurrdat's YouTube. And sorry for this nasally sounding congestion issue. I went to my friend's house last night. He's like, buddy, you sound congested. I'm like, listen, I don't know how many states I've been in this month. And I don't know how much sleep I've lost out on from BravoCon until now. I'm still recovering, so bear with me, okay? But yes, Jen Shah is coming home. She's having a lot better day than I am. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, though, that she is coming back home. Jenna Lyons is leaving Bravo. Going to talk about that. And we've got another arrest in the Housewives world. Mia was arrested. And there are some rumors about a split in the Bravo world. I'm going to tell you about that. And just remember, it's rumors. But I'm going to tell you why I kind of think it might be true. All right, up first, let's start with Jen Shah. It is a good day to be Jen Shah. She is feeling Shah amazing, okay? And that's because it came out today that Jen Shah is coming home, y'all. And there's been this kind of like ongoing it's not a joke because it keeps happening, but this theme that since she got to prison, like her sentence just kept on and kept on and kept on getting reduced. And I'm like, how much good behavior can one put out there, But people reported today she is out on December the 10th. And listen, this is the thing though. So I think she was sentenced like 72 months, 78 months, something like that. She served 33 months. So we're talking like half her sentence. Now, listen, I'm not minimizing it. I know that a day in there is probably torture. 33 months, long time. But to go in thinking that you're serving this certain amount of time, and then in the long run to get out and almost half of that, that's crazy. And also, like, is that normal? Like, is that normal? I remember, like, okay, so when Teresa went away, I think she was sentenced to like 15 months, but she served like 11 of them, a lot more than half, right? So I don't know, just really, really interesting. Obviously, there's constant conversation, and there has been, I think, since even before Jen actually went away, as to whether she would be welcomed back on the show post-prison, and obviously those conversations, ignited even harder today with the news breaking that she's going to be coming home. And I thought it was interesting timing because there was an interview recently, I'm not sure if y'all saw, but it was with Frances Berwick, who's one of like the head honchos at Bravo, like makes a lot of big decisions, okay? And she was talking about, even having Nene back on Bravo and how that door is absolutely open, that they've worked with Nene on E! And, I think the door being open with Karen. And then they obviously specifically talked about Jen Shah. And Frances said, that one is one that's a little more difficult. Like, and she said it's more personal or something like that. And so basically made it seem like she didn't really know that there hadn't really been a decision on Jen coming back to the network. Certainly not a decision in the leaning towards yes. And basically said, it would take some hard consideration, Now, maybe there are factors that go into it, like an early release, Maybe they were sitting here thinking by the time she comes home, like this show will be so far sailed in a different direction. And like things have evolved and changed as far as storyline go, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't, and people are like, we can't be rewarding bad behavior, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, these are jobs that people had before. And are we rewarding them? I don't know. But I'm also like, anybody that serves time, once they've paid their debt to society, not only I think has the right, but should be, supported in coming out and getting back into the swing of life, in the most successful way they possibly can. And so I get it. I completely get it. Like brands and shows and, huge companies not associating, themselves, with things that are going on. When people make intentional decisions to hurt others, you don't want to associate with people like that. And that's what Jen did at the end of the day. She made a very intentional, conscious, thought out, long running decision to hurt people, to steal from them. And I get it, but we're in the realm of reality television where we're supposed to be telling stories and people in stories from all walks of life and all experiences. So I don't know. I kind of see both sides. I see how people are like, absolutely not, absolutely not. Don't bring, someone back that did this. And then I also see the potential of there being, a lesson displayed for people. The potential, the possibility of seeing growth. So I'm not really sure. I'm glad I don't have to make that decision. It would be a hard one to make, but very interesting timing, all of it. With the Francis interview, BravoCon just wrapped up. Jen's, Salt Lake City is currently airing. So, I mean, Jen, they haven't even shot the reunion yet, and Jen's coming back home. So, just all kind of interesting to think about. And, so it's official. It seems like Jen will be home with her sons and her husband for the holidays. So, got to celebrate that. So, good for you, Jen. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Now, Jen Shah is out of prison. Jenna Lyons is out of Bravo. Okay. She made the announcement today that she was asked to be a friend for next season, and she declined. And I just want to say, why even offer her the friend? She brought nothing as a full-time housewife. What in God's name could she bring as a friend? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. I think, no disrespect, I know that she was a really exciting casting get. Nothing landed. It wasn't there for me. For me, Jenna is going in the realm of some of the most overrated ladies we've ever had. I thought she just was kind of like womp womp. Yeah. So today when she made her announcement, I went on with what I was doing. Sorry. And I'm not being mean. I really am not. I just think that, especially with New York, y'all, they put all this like energy and focus on their reboot, and I didn't not enjoy the reboot, but the overall consensus from the public and viewers and social was like, this ain't it, this ain't it, this ain't it. And so for me, anyone that's even remotely not completely delivering and from the new cast got to go. Like, we either got to bring new people in or bring in some, former faces from the OG franchise, which Andy has said is not happening. So I was like, they've done 2 seasons. If they're still not blowing you out of the water, got to go. And so to me, it makes sense that she's out, Also, reboot. Somebody said the reboot was bad. I don't think it was bad. I just don't think it was the best. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see that Mia was arrested? Mia, she was on Housewives of Potomac. I think this is her first season not on, right? Since she left, I'm pretty sure. Was arrested for stealing like $11,000 worth of furniture. What are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all? Why? And I need to look into it. I'm not sure of all the details and stuff, so I'm, not gonna like jump on it. But girl, it's just unfortunate that it's even a thing, because it's like, say that tomorrow they were like, oops, mistake, she's completely innocent, da 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 da. Awesome. Now, who's going to erase all the articles online that already talked about me being arrested? They're around forever. It's like, I'm just saying, it's so unfortunate that the moment something like this gets out or is an issue, it's around you forever. So it's like, when you're a public figure, for the love of God, take that into consideration. Everything I do has the possibility of sticking with me for the rest of my life. Bet you if you thought about that, you'd be like, let me not go grab this furniture and steal it. Or maybe let me not go lie about this burglary. Let me not go make 40 names in business accounts that Wendy and Eddie allegedly did, So she was evicted and took the furniture in the middle of the night. Listen, I don't know. Why was it her? It's like, I don't know. That's Lord Jesus. You know, these Bravo women, I just I can't keep up. You know, we got, thank God Karen is out of jail. She saw her at BravoCon. She looked amazing. Mia went right in. Andy, what am I going to say? Karen is out. Mia's going in. Freaking Wendy's about to go in. Eddie, I think, well, I can't say that Wendy's about to go in because innocent until proven guilty, of course. But it's like if we were weather people and we are looking at the forecast and making a guess, it's looking like it's going to rain. Like it's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just, oh my God, Steph said, what is going on with Potomac? I'm like, it is kind of interesting. I feel, you know, they're in their 10th season right now. Isn't that crazy? 10 years already. It's awesome. But it just, I mean, it does seem like a lot of the legal things hit the cast and the franchise, I think more so in recent years, you know? So maybe it just feels like, maybe that's why it feels like a lot, perhaps, because it was just a lot at once, sort of. I don't know. But God bless them. God bless them. Also, again, we're talking rumors right now. Okay. Lisa Byers 2456. So happy for Vicky. Me too. Vicky got her orange back. Very, very, very special day, special night, special weekend. And she's in Mexico right now. And if I had to bet, she's still got that orange in her hand. No, I'm just kidding. She's freezing it because I told her I'm going to try and find a way to preserve it. So I was like, when you go to Mexico, it can't rot. So put it somewhere. I'm still figuring out a way. So yes, thank you so much for saying that, Lisa. So back to these rumors, y'all. And that is that Kandi, that the streets are saying, and like blind gossip and all that stuff, that Kandi and Todd might have split. Now, I just want to say every other word, allegedly, rumor. I don't play in the game of rumors and tea and da. But just seeing this and seeing all the like things that evidence that people have, I'm like, oh man, you know, not looking good. And then I start realizing, so at BravoCon, I don't think he was there for her award. Todd wasn't. Someone, I think they pointed out that either at a BravoCon thing or another recent event, she didn't appear to have a wedding band on. Now, and the thing is it's only times like this at rumors start that you even notice, like there are people that maybe don't always wear their wedding band, but you don't notice it until there's like rumors, you know? I like I said, I don't think he was at BravoCon. I don't think he was at the awards. I wasn't there, so I can't. If he were backstage or something, I don't know. I don't know. There's that, and then the other part was, I think someone said she removed the name Tucker from her Instagram. You know, in addition to, it doesn't seem that they've really posted together as much recently, like in a month or something like that, is what my friend said. So, like one little inkling, I'm like, eh. Two inklings, I'm like, eh. Three inklings, I'm like, Four things, I'm like, oh no, it's not looking good, you know? So, but look, it's never too late. Things could change, and maybe we are. I hope that we're wrong. I really do. Okay, I've been riding for Kandi and Todd since they were fighting, you know, World War Mama Joyce. Okay, always rooting for them. So we'll see. You know, we will see. And also, I feel like, and probably because she's worldwide, but I feel like she was at BravoCon just, I think, for her award stuff. You know, so then I start conspiracy. I'm like, see, she would have had to do press if she'd stayed a long time. If they'd announced it before BravoCon, then Riley would have been hit with all the questions during doing press at BravoCon. So if it is true, it makes sense that they haven't publicly, shared that. And on that note, if it is true, now that BravoCon is wrapped, I would imagine that it would come out soon. But what are we going to do? We're going to keep our fingers crossed that those love tanks are overflowing and that I'm over here talking a bunch of BS right now. Okay? That's what we're going to hope for. So, all right, let me go back and see what y'all's comments were. Lisa Byers, hey y'all from Statesville, North Carolina. Well, Lisa, just come on and hang out with me. I'm 20 minutes down the road. Come on, girl. I'm in Charlotte. Love Live 2216. This doesn't seem normal because it's federal. Okay, so we're talking about Karen's Karen's early release, Jen Shah's early release. I cannot keep any of my names up that I have listed in my outline for today. So I don't know. I mean, I know early releases, like getting things taken off your sentence, that's normal. But half when it's that long, you know, like, I mean, what is 72 months, 78 months? That's over 6 years. And I don't think did she even serve 3? I mean, again, good for her. But I'm just like, whoa. Like when I started, and I'm not a math person. I'm a words person sometimes. Never a math person, never a numbers person. So I was like, that looks like a lot of time, you know? Like a lot of time. So, oh gosh, let's see. Reboot was bad. I guess I love the old New York cast better. You know, I don't dislike the new cast. There's just something that's off. Let's see. I don't know what's going on with our Bravo ladies. What's going on with Potomac? I feel you, girl. I don't know. I wonder what Heather is thinking. All about Jen coming back? I don't know. I might, maybe I'll just move to Salt Lake for the month of December. I want to feel the chill in the air when Jen Shah arrives to absolutely annihilate these women. But they said that she's they also said that she sorry, excuse me. They said that she's completely genuinely changed a new person. So, which awesome. Seriously, I hope that all the wrath that maybe some of these women are expecting, or maybe viewers are expecting, doesn't even exist anymore. You know, that would be a peaceful new start for her, which I would celebrate. You know. Oh my God, Steph00. Hey Christian, I read an article on Daily Mail that Katie from OC promised content creators free rooms for BravoCon when they arrived. No such rooms existed. Is that true? I hadn't heard about that. My room was not under Katie's name or ever intended to be, so I don't know. That's the first I've heard of that. I say what you want about Katie. I would be very shocked if she did that. But oh Lord God, that's horrible. Sorry. I hope not. Yeah. I can't believe Jenna's getting out early. She only did 2 years, very little for the crime she did. I mean, she's still a lot of money, y'all. Like the 2 years that she served, I don't know that the people's lives that she really, really potentially ruined are fixed in that amount of time. So again, I get all sides of it, you know. Let's see, I wouldn't want to watch Jen ever after her deceit, and they lose a lot of viewers. Bad choice if they do. It's not like a DUI or something. It's a mistake. Her acts were sick and intentional. Love Live 2216. Did you hear Tamara on Jeff Lewis' show today? No, what'd she say? You're making me nervous, love. Lord have mercy. RHOC needs Kelly Dodd back. Me when I'm lying. I just think that, look, Kelly was a great housewife. But she always takes it too far. And we don't need all that, in my opinion, you know? So, oh, Lordy. What else? Jen shouldn't be let out early. Oh, is that what Tamara was saying? I mean, I'm here for early. Half off is wild. Like, she really getting half off her sentence like the week before Black Friday. That's crazy. They said discounts all the way around. But again, good for her. She said a lot. Oh, God. Well, I'll go listen. All right, everybody. Well, I am going to try and go listen to that. I do have another call I have to hop on, and it's been a lot of Bravo stuff coming out today. You know? I'm like, was y'all what? I am literally still recovering from BravoCon. Please, for the save the news. I can't even digest it right now. But I love y'all. And I thank y'all so much for coming to hang out with me. I'll be back here next Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which, oh, it's the next week's Thanksgiving week. Okay, fun. We'll have to do some cool Thanksgiving lives. But I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. It really does mean the world. I hope that y'all aren't tired and hanging on to your life like I am. But yes, so go have a Shah amazing weekend, everybody, because she's coming home. See y'all later.